I'm old Tom Moore from the bummer shore in the good old golden days. They call me a bummer and a gin shot too, but what cares I for praise? I'll wander around from town to town just like a roving sign, and all the people say, there goes Tom Moore in the days of 49. In the days of old, in the days of gold, how oft times I repine for the days of old when they dug up the gold in the days of 49. My comrades, they all loved me well, a jolly saucy crew. A few hard cases I will recall, though they all were brave and true. Whatever the pitch, they never would flinch, they never would fret or whine. Like good old bricks, they stood the kicks in the days of 49. In the days of old, in the days of gold, how oft times I repine for the days of old when we dug up the gold in the days of 49. There was New York Jake the butcher boy who was always getting tight, and every time he'd get full he's spoiling for a fight. But Jack rampaged against a knife in the hands of old Bob Stein, and over Jake they held awake in the days of 49. In the days of old, in the days of gold, how oft times I repine for the days of old when we dug up the gold in the days of 49. There was Poker Bill, one of the boys who was always in a game. Whether he lost or whether he won, to him it was always the same. He would ante up and draw his cards, and he would, you go hatful blind. And the game with death, Bill lost his breath in the days of 49. In the days of old, in the days of gold, how oft times I repine for the days of old when we dug up the gold in the days of 49. There was Ragshack Bill from Buffalo, I never will forget. He would roar all day and he'd roar all night, and I guess he's roaring yet. One day he fell in a prospect hole in a roaring bad design, and in that hole he roared out his soul in the days of 49. In the days of old, in the days of gold, how oft times I repine for the days of old when we dug up the gold in the days of 49. Of all the comrades that I've had, there's none left to boast, and I'm left alone in my misery like some poor wandering ghost. As I pass by from town to town, they call me a rambling sign. There goes Tom Moore of Bummer Shore in the days of 49. In the days of old, in the days of gold, how oft times I repine for the days of old when we dug up the gold in the days of 49.